Right, so in a year of me posting about Israel's genocide in Gaza and now Lebanon on Facebook, because that's the way I keep in touch with people back home in the UK. I'm speaking to you from Thailand. Anyway, in a year of me doing that, I've had like 2 positive responses. One, a message from a cousin in America saying that while she doesn't agree with my politics, it's worth speaking about. And the other one I can't really remember, to be honest, it was so long ago. Aside from that, I've had people defending what Israel is doing, telling me to lighten up, implying I should lighten up, that sort of thing. Some of these people go on social media and advocate for the rights of animals. And yet they haven't been able to advocate for the rights of Palestinian children, Lebanese children, Yemeni children, etc. to not be slaughtered en masse by the Israelis, by the IGF, the Israeli Genocide Forces. So these people, I guess, are saying that the lives of animals, cats, dogs, whatever, matter more than the lives of children. Now, I'm under no illusions that our species is perfect, but it is our species. Perhaps we could have some loyalty to other members of our species, even if they're a different colour, follow a different religion, whatever. But no, these people don't give a flying shit. It's bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre. They just politely ignore the things that I post. They don't even send a private message like, yep, I fully agree. Fully agree with what you're saying. I don't want to say on the main page because I'm worried about my job. But yeah, well done for speaking up. Not that I want a well done. Just for sick, I don't know, blind parochial people to acknowledge something foul is happening with our government support, okay? It's utterly, utterly repulsive, and it's all made me feel ashamed to be British, I have to say. Now, I understand, again, if people are worried about losing their jobs, but some of these people's are uncles, aunts, people in their 70s, 80s, they're going to die soon. To put it bluntly, they're going to die soon. Peacefully, hopefully, in their beds, not by having bombs dropped on their heads while they're in a tent attached to an IV drip, as happened in northern Gaza within the last 24 hours. There are images of this that I've shared. People might think it's disturbing. Well, I'm sorry if it's disturbing. If you don't like it, walk on by and look at a picture of someone's cat, dog, or plate of food. Not that people should walk on by, but for people to have the front, as one aunt has done, to criticise me for posting about it, when I'm the only person I know out of 300 and something odd friends and family talking about it, but I'm the only one. If anyone else was even talking about it, I wouldn't talk about it half as much. But no one has even acknowledged that there's been an effing genocide going on for a year. I find it bizarre. I find it sinister. All right, sinister, frankly. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, said he, knocking something on the ground. Basically, free all the places that are having the crap bombed out of them by a disgusting regime with £2,000 bombs provided by the US, with the help of UK flights out of an airbase in Cyprus, providing logistical and intelligence support. Freedom for those people from the tyranny. The tyranny. Israel could have gone back to its 67 borders. It could have not stolen a bunch more land in the West Bank and had settlements there. In fact, the thing that happened on October 7th happened because soldiers were protecting settlers, illegal settlers in the West Bank, and not down on the Gaza border where they otherwise would have been. That's why it happened. And I'm not a conspiratorial person. I'm not that way inclined. I'm no David Icke, but it wouldn't surprise me if the demons in charge of Israel had known it was going to happen, what was going to happen, and allowed it to happen so as to give them a pretext for going on a now year-long genocidal rampage, retribution, ethnic cleansing spree, okay? Wouldn't surprise me if they had allowed it to happen, because there were warnings. Egypt was warning something's happening at your border with Gaza. There was footage. Training operations, and they just pretended to dismiss it, but probably knew it was going on. I'm absolutely disgusted. I've never been so ashamed to be British. I don't know if I ever want to visit my country again. I don't know if I want to look the people in the eye who have completely ignored the fact. If you can't even express solidarity, a one-word note of solidarity, yeah, it's terrible what's happening. When some guy's posting about something for a year, if you can't even express solidarity, then that leads me to think you're doing nothing. So someone said to me on a underneath a video on YouTube, how dare you? You have no idea what people are doing to oppose the genocide. And that person didn't say what they were doing, if anything. Well, if people can't even privately express any sympathy for these people, or solidarity with someone talking about it, or solidarity with the people being slaughtered, how am I to believe that they're doing anything to oppose that on the streets of London, Birmingham, Manchester, or other cities? How am I to believe they're talking to their MPs about it, or doing the slightest effing thing? It has to start with solidarity, giving a crap, talking about it, sharing knowledge, acknowledging the sharing of knowledge, and these people haven't even been able to do that. They disgust me. That's a 6-minute long rant. I feel I had to get this off my chest. I haven't made a video on this channel for several months. I didn't see the point. There is no point, probably. It's catharsis at this point. I'm disgusted. And I have to say it to someone out there who I don't know, who may or may acknowledge this, because no one in my own damn personal life gives a crap. And it's revolting. Thank you if you listened this far. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea, these people need to be free. And no, that doesn't mean anything bad should happen to Israelis. Maybe that they should just learn to live with other people in their neighborhood. There was generally, under the Ottoman Empire and such, before the Zionist enterprise, there was broadly, as I understand it, some degree of peace between Muslims, Jews and Christians in that part of the world. And Israel has set back any possibility of peace probably by decades, if not hundreds of years. But let's pray, if we're believers, and I'm a semi-believer. Actually, I'm not a believer, but I've been visiting mosques, but I'm still not a believer. But let's pray, if we're that way inclined, that one day there might be, realistically looking at it, probably a one-state solution, two-state solution. I don't see that how that can happen with all the settlements in the West Bank. Let's hope there can be a one-state solution with everybody getting their equal rights, whatever their religion, colour, creed, etc. Everybody getting their equal rights in that stretch of land between the River Jordan and the Mediterranean Sea. Because F all these people who say they probably don't even know which sea and which river. It's the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea. Israel's been doing disgusting things between those two bodies of water for decades, and it needs to stop. Thank you if you listen to this 8-minute rant.